Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Atira and I do book reviews every week, or at least I hope to. Actually, after the last book review I did, which was about a book I loved so much that I couldn't stop gushing about it, I was actually waiting for a book I loved as much to do my next review. And that happened with this novel, The Silent Patient by Michaelides. It is actually a psychological thriller, but with all the elements of drama, romance, even mythology, and the most intriguing premise. So it begins like this. Alicia Berenson is an artist who was happily married till one fine day she just shot her husband 5 times in the head. And of course she got arrested and she has been put in a mental asylum because she has refused to speak one single word after this incident. Actually, the story begins 6 years after this incident when our narrator, Theo Faber, a psychotherapist, joins the mental asylum that Alicia is admitted in. Theo and Alicia have had similar traumatic pasts, and Theo believes that he can make her talk again. And even though he's a therapist, he actually becomes some kind of an investigator into Alicia's past as the story builds on. We already know who, what, when about the murder. We know that it is definitely Alicia who did it, and how she killed her husband and when that happened and everything. But what we need to know is why. And by the time you get to it, your jaw may just hit the floor. There are some cliche characters and tropes like a jealous friend, a forbidden lover, a financial crisis, an intimidating father, intimidating mother, and even a dumb American blonde stereotype. But I didn't really mind any of it. What I did find silly was that we get Alicia's part of the story through excerpts from her diary. And this diary is just not how anybody writes a diary, even if they are a murderous artist. Looking past that one tiny flaw, I must say I enjoyed the book so much that I finished reading it in one go. It took me almost 8 hours, I think. It cost me a whole night's sleep, but it was totally worth it. And I really hope that when you are picking up this book, you will have a whole day kept just for this book. This story that needs that kind of dedication. And although I believe that books are better than movies, I'm very much looking forward to watching it on screen because it has all the right elements for a kick-ass film. And of course, movies do take the story to a larger audience. But I really hope you read it before you watch it on screen, if and when it becomes a movie, because in this novel, we get a peep into various aspects of mental health, especially on how our past is always constantly shaping our present and future unless we learn to let go. There are detailed explanations on how childhood trauma and unkind parenting can trigger mental health issues. At times I felt that the novel brings a lot of elements together in a way that reminds you of Agatha Christie or J.K. Rowling, because the last 30 pages alone have a twist which you did not see coming, and if somebody is telling you otherwise, they are surely lying. Okay, nobody is that good. I did read a few reviews online which call this novel overhyped and all that, but I'm sorry, I just cannot understand how anyone can think that this book is a mediocre piece of work. I firmly believe that this is the work of a genius, and I'm looking forward to reading this author's next novel, The Maidens. In fact, this novel has inspired me to read more thrillers and mysteries. So if you do have any recommendations for me, please do drop a comment. And before I sign off, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do share this video with your friends too. I'll be back with another video very soon. Until then, take care.